In this episode, we're going to cook a steak in cast iron. And we're going to talk about some online resources for Shakespeare. You're going to heat that cast iron skillet up as hot as you can get it on high. Now, if you don't have a cast iron skillet, I suggest you get one. They're not that expensive. If you go to eBay or Amazon, you can probably buy one of these cast iron skillets for, I would think, under $30. And it's well worth it, because if you look up cast iron cookery on YouTube, there's all kinds of things that you can make in this cast iron skillet. All right? And all of them sear things in. And when you sear something in, it makes it super yummy. Step number 2 is that you're going to put some sort of oil in the pan. Now, this is going to cause tons of smoke, all right? So just be ready for that. If you got a smoke detector, turn it off, all right? Because there's going to be a ton of smoke. And you want to turn on your overhead fan, all right? So we're going to put a light coating of olive oil in the skillet. Oh, hey, you caught me. I'm reading Shakespeare on the iPad. Now, you might be wondering, how can I read Shakespeare on the iPad? Well, all of Shakespeare's plays are in the public domain, which means they're not copyrighted. Anybody can do anything with them that they want. Well, I found a fantastic Shakespeare website for Romeo and Juliet. It's called Wordplay. And I am going to, just after I'm done speaking, show you the tutorial on Romeo and Juliet. And I hope that you fall in love with it, just like Romeo and Juliet. And I'm going to assign different pieces and parts of it using that wordplay. So look forward to that. Now, I did give an assignment to the English classes of finding a Romeo and Juliet thing of interest on the internet. Well, I found this site and I think it's dynamite, so we're going to use it. I would like the English Honors Advanced classes to put their link that they found under the movie that I'm making right now. Just paste it right in as a comment, okay, underneath. If you don't do it, if you haven't done it, we're really easygoing this week. So just hit like on the movie. Which, by the way, if you want to go to my YouTube page and subscribe and hit like, that's up to you. But I'd like you to like this post in Edsby. That's how I know that you'll have participated today. Plus, you did the Miss Maroney letter. If you're in English Honors, okay, then just watch the video. We're going to take our oven mitt and we're going to kind of spread it around, all right? Now, it's starting to smoke, all right? We're going to take our seasoned steak. Now, most steaks, all you need to season it with is a good kind of salt and pepper. If you've got some good salt and pepper on a steak, you're good to go. Notice the smoke. Wait till you put the steak in. Lay the steak in. Now you're going to put the timer on. You're going to put the timer on. If you like a well done steak, you're going to go for about 5 minutes.
When you log in, you should see 3 play covers: Romeo and Juliet, Midsummer Night's Dream, and Macbeth. We're going to look at Romeo and Juliet. You click here to move to the play, and at the bottom of the screen you will see all of the scenes broken out. When you click and drag, you can see the entire play's scenes. We're going to choose one scene, Act 3, Scene 1. We click on it, and you'll see on the left-hand side a synopsis, a summary of the scene, and underneath it, all of the characters who appear in the scene, and if you click on them, it will give you extra information about them. To go back one page, you click on the left-hand side. To go forward, you click on the right-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and click one page forward, and we're now at the beginning of the scene.
Okay, now, my wife likes a well-done steak. So that's why I said choose 5 minutes on the first side. If you're in the medium rare, I would go 3 to 4. All right, so we're gonna take this steak. We're gonna flip it over. Notice the searing. Now that's very well done. All right, so like I said, if you're into a rarer steak, you don't want to go 5 minutes. You want to get a meat thermometer. It's good for anything, not just steaks. And this will improve your cooking immensely, because you're not just going to guess whether the steak's done. You're going to be able to check the temperature with it. So we're going to insert it into the steak. We're looking for about 120 to 140. And that'll tell us whether it's more on the well-done side. My wife likes a well-done steak, so that's what we're going for.
On the left, you can see the words of the play. And then on the right, you'll see the performance.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot.
Underneath the performance, you'll see a More button. And if you click on that, you will see a series of tabs which give you more information about the text on the left-hand side. A modern English translation, a modern Spanish translation, a page summary, which is one paragraph about the action that's going on that one page, a glossary, some notes, links, including links to other productions.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire.
And questions, which can help you self-assess to see whether you understand what's going on the page. You'll see the question here, 4 choices here, and at the bottom, if you scroll down, you will see the answer here. Also, don't forget that if you're using a browser, you can look up words by double-clicking and getting more information. For example, if we look at the word sword, and we double-click, you look up the word sword, and it gives you a definition of it right here.
And that's a very important part. When you take it out of the skillet, you let it stand for about 7 minutes, I think. Yep, and the temperature is still climbing. It makes it even nicer. All right, so when they develop smell-o-vision, you're going to be in the catbird seat. Look up that phrase.
I caught you a delicious bass.
That's good.